Coffee for Courage. Hello, my lovely little chapters, a stay-at-home reader again. And if you notice that I'm wearing the exact same thing as the last video, and that my hair is done the exact same way, and so is my makeup, no you didn't, because I'm filming this like a minute apart from each other. They're both going up on Monday, and you're just seeing this Monday, so anyways. This is my August TBR, and I will also be announcing a readathon I'm very excited for at the end of this, or actually I'm gonna be announcing it right now because it all goes together. My August TBR is because of my August readathon that I have planned. Anyways, I am super excited for it because it means a lot to me. It is very dear to my heart. It is going to be the Rainbow Readathon, and I will be hosting it on Instagram. If you're interested, just DM me or follow me on Instagram. It's the same as my YouTube channel username. It is going to be August 1st through the 22nd. It is for honoring You do this.
That's a good sandwich.
That's a good coffee. Anyways, the readathon is going to go from August 1st to August 22nd. He messed up my train of thought. Hold on a second. I love him, but oh my god. Anyways, this readathon is for honoring all the rainbow babies out there. I know that I have a rainbow baby of my own that I just had, and I know friends that are carrying their rainbow baby or hope for their rainbow baby. And this is basically just to honor and remember the loss and just celebrate rainbow babies. National Rainbow Baby Day is August 22nd. For those of you who do not know, I just found out this month and it struck a chord with me, and something in my brain told me I had to do something to raise more awareness, and what better way to do that than with a readathon so people can get into it and learn more about it but also have fun at the same time. The rules for the readathon are: pick a book with the cover that matches all the colors of the rainbow, and try to make as many rainbows as possible. So I'm going to be trying to make 2 rainbows this readathon, which means I will have to read 14 books, 2 with each color of the rainbow. And I'm going to show you those books now. Some of them I don't have to show you because they are Libby books and audiobooks, so I won't bring those out. I'll just mention them, but I'm super excited for this. This means so much to me. Anyways, let me try to find my red books real quick because I have like this big pile on the floor here. That was quite easy. I'm going to be very loose on the terms of the color covers for this. Okay, for my 2 red books for the readathon, I'm going to be reading Billy Summers by Stephen King. Haley Fahm made me so interested to pick this up. I have a copy, but I decided to pick the library's copy instead because it gives me a deadline and it pushes me a little bit more to get it done. And then for the next red for the rainbow is Under Wildwood. The first one is one of my favorite books of all time, and I will get to that in another video. But you see that almost flipped you off there, I'm sorry. You see that the title is red, and that's what I'm going with. It's mostly brown, but it's gonna be red for this readathon. Anyways, I love this. It's a middle grade, very whimsical, love it. Talking animals, so nostalgic. I can't wait to read the second one because I haven't gotten to finish the whole series. It's a trilogy, and please pick it up please. This one, it's about a hitman who is retired, but then a person from his past calls him back to do one last job, and so this is his journey of him finishing said job and then hopefully retiring once again. This one follows two children named Prue and Curtis, and I'm not sure about this one. It doesn't give me a synopsis on this copy of the book, unfortunately, but I know the first one was about Prue and her journey into yes, it's called Wildwood. I thought it was something else. Oh wait, it is called the Impassable Wilderness as well. She has always been told by the town, by her parents, to never enter in this big expanse of wilderness, and it's like right on the edge of her town. But when her brother is abducted by crows one day and taken into the wilderness, she has to go and try to find him without her parents realizing where she is and that he is even missing. And her neighbor Curtis, who is in her class at school, happens to join along, and this is their journey, and I love it. On to Orange. Sorry, I'm trying to sort these out a little bit better. Actually, I might have to pull up my books on my Nook. I just got a book ready to borrow for the readathon, so yay! Okay, what is wrong with me? Something's wrong with me today. I feel like I'm more energetic, which either makes me very annoying because it's so unlike me, or it makes me a better human being. We'll see. Someone tell me in the comments. Think in here, which is hard to do. But you know. Next is Orange. I picked up a book that I'm not familiar with, but I loved the cover, and then I read the premise for it and I loved it. So hopefully, because it's a series, I'll want to read the entire series. It's at my library, so very lucky for me. And it is In the Night Garden. It's the Orphan Tales series. So look at that. Yeah. But it says, secreted away in a garden, a lonely girl spins stories to warm a curious prince, peculiar feats and unspeakable fates that loop through each other and back again to meet in the tapestry of her voice. Inked on her eyelids, each twisting, tattooed tale is a piece in the puzzle of the girl's own hidden history and what tales she tells. That's beautiful. Like, I'm gonna have to get to this one soon. But I have to read my Libby books first because everybody knows that they have too short of a deadline. And then the other orange one, I can't show the cover because it's on Libby and it won't let me right now. But it is Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. And I can't pull up the synopsis either, unfortunately, because of my Nook being really, really outdated. I need a new one. It is about two fathers who have sons that were dating. I believe they were dating, or they really loved each other, and they were killed by people in town, I believe, citizens. It is their journey, the fathers, of exacting revenge on said people. Hard-hitting stuff with that one. I'm excited to read it because I heard it from Gabby Reads. She has some really great book recommendations. If you haven't watched her YouTube channel, you should. I'm not even bothering to stir this at this point. The espresso can take me away. Yellow's up next, if you're familiar with the rainbow. So, the yellows for this are The Haunting of Maddie Clare by Simone St. James. I believe this is her first book. I'm not really sure. I haven't seen anybody mention this book, but it has yellow on the cover, like in the sky. And it is about this woman in 1920 who follows this writer to this small town where they can hopefully see a ghost, the ghost of Maddie Clare, and get it updated, like documented for one of his books. The lady has no experience with this. She is a lady who works weekly, like she gets a call that provides her with her job description for the week. So she is very unexperienced with this. So this is her struggling to figure out that ghosts are real and being able to see and feel all that going on around her to help this man out. Obviously, paranormal book. I really want to sit back, but I'm too short for that. So just gonna continue on, gonna keep on trucking. That was the yellows. On to the greens. See, this is where the term loosely colored covers comes from, mostly because for the green, I will be reading Every Heart a Doorway by Seanan McGuire. Lots of people have heard this, and it is basically preteens who find doorways in their homes or in random places, and they go through those doorways into different lands, fairy tales, etc. And then they get spit back out, and they're trying to figure out their life outside of these worlds because they've been there for years. Most of them want to go back, and they're trying to struggle with not being able to, most of them. So they get put into this sanitarium that is supposed to help them, full of kids that have gone through what they have gone through, and the main character's name is Nancy. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at there. There's death, gore, descriptions, great stuff. And then the next green is, yeah, I used the green for the author's name, and down here, sue me. Actually, don't, please. Yes, I have always wanted to read an H.P. Lovecraft because you know I love thrillers and horrors, and I haven't read one of his books, which is a sin. But I'm gonna be getting to this in the readathon. Why do I keep singing? I don't know what this is about. I think it's just horror. Just straight up. The oldest and strongest emotion of mankind is fear. Well, I'm gripped. Put a fork in me, I'm done. Not me struggling to find the next color of the rainbow. Next is blue. It's one of the ones I just got from my Libby, and it's To Sleep in a Sea of Stars, and I know nothing about this book, nor can I pull up the synopsis. If you have the synopsis, comment it below, please. I've wanted to read this one for a long time because the cover is so beautiful and light blue, and it's a sci-fi. Read many of those, so this is different for me. And then the next blue book, I'm very surprised that I found a navy blue background cover of this book. I'm going to read this one even though it is very controversial, and I will give my opinion. I might do a little vlog about just this book, actually. We'll see, but it is A Little Life. I've heard people call this something that I can't say over YouTube, and then I've heard people say it's very hard-hitting and emotional and great, and that you need to read it to understand life a little better. Other people really dislike it, so I'm just gonna go into it myself because I'm my own person, and everybody's reading tastes are different. See how it's like navy blue instead of black and white? So yeah, that's the blues. Next is Indigo, is an audiobook of Crazy House by James Patterson. I had never heard of this book either, and it is about two sisters. One gets taken to prison, and it is under the pretense that she's actually her twin, who's supposed to be the good one. And that's all the synopsis gives us, so it's kind of like a mystery type deal. I believe it's a thriller as well. We'll see how it goes since I've never heard of it, and James Patterson is such a big author out there in the book community. Maybe I hadn't heard it for a good reason. And anyway, the next Indigo one is, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, but I'm just going to pronounce it how I would read it, is Fadra, and it is, she has been cast to the side all her life, daughter of an adulteress, sister of a monster, and now unwilling bride to the much older, power-hungry Theseus. Young, naive, and idealistic, she has accepted her lot in life, resigned to existing under the sinister weight of Greek mythology, her husband's control, and the constant watchful eye of her handsome stepson. Don't call your stepson handsome, but it is Greek, so Greek mythology, all the rage back then. Anyway, Greek mythology retelling. So, yes, so that was the Indigo. And lastly is Violet, and I'm getting a little hot because it's 86 degrees and I decided to put on this flannel. Regretting Life Decisions Today is the name of the game. I have The Weight of the World by David Joy, and I picked this one up because at my library it said local reads. It's about a veteran returned from war. He can't leave the hardened world of Afghanistan behind, nor can he forgive himself for what he saw there. And I love, it's gonna sound weird, I love war books because it just shows that things are not all joyful in the world. Like, you gotta know that there's some stuff out there that isn't all sunshines and rainbows. And so I'm excited to read this one, and it looks fairly short compared to my other books because I'm a thick book girl. If I see a thick book, I'm just like, yes, and I pick it up, and then I'm just like, what have I done to myself to read this in this amount of time? And following that up, I have a Brandon Sanderson, and I'm buddy reading this with Linka, of course. You knew there was going to be a buddy reading here for August. You just knew it. There's going to be one every month. Look how beautiful that violet cover is. I have a picture on my phone that's really stunning. I don't want to read the synopsis because I told Linka I would go in blind with her, so I'm just going to put this one back down. That is it for my readathon August TBR. I will be posting a graphic poster type deal on Instagram, the date and like the little title and everything if you would like to join. I hope you do. I hope more people join every year because I'm hoping to make this a yearly thing because it just, like I said, it's close to my heart and I know it's close to other people's. So if you know someone who has been through this, August 22nd, just give them a hello, show your support, say you're there for them. It's been lovely talking to you. I'll see you in the next one. I hope you join the readathon, and cheers.